everybody. Welcome to the Outlet Podcast channel. My name is Gazy. I'm the host of the Outlet Podcast, and I invite you to check out my channel on iTunes, Soundcloud, Stitcher Radio. That's my podcast. What I love about my podcast is that I actually get to talk about things that I really enjoy and have some guests, and we can talk about music, talk about movies, talk about anime, cosplay, because that is where my heart is at, apart from being in the hands of the Lord Jesus. So yeah, today what I want to do for my YouTube vlogs, like and subscribe, is that I want to actually talk about Last of Us. So I am very late on the game. I'm very late. I just finished The Last of Us remastered on PlayStation 4, and so everybody has I'm going to give you my honest opinions because you've heard everyone else. Me personally, I like it when a story bookends. I like it when when there's an interesting take on the ending because of the sake of the beginning, and that is what sticks out to me the most in this video game. And the way, you know, you got Joel and his daughter and his brother, but then they're separated. But what goes on is, it's like interesting the way Joel is with his daughter and the way they have to evade together. This is going to be full of spoilers, so if you haven't played The Last of Us, or if you don't care to play The Last of Us, then heads up. So the ending of the game, you got Joel with this girl, the Ellen Page impersonation, Ellie, yeah, I guess her name is, or whatever her name is, doing the same thing. She's unconscious, however, because they were like gonna split her brain open, or her head open, so they can get the healing thing from the virus, whatever. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. So Joel's faced in another position where he could essentially lose another little girl in his life. So at first he never had the choice. At first it was, his daughter got shot and killed. However, later on, now with this other girl, he has the choice. And he chooses to fight fate. And just like the same way that he lost his, fate took his little girl. Fate took his little girl, so now he's taking a little girl back. And that is that's very gothic, because the positive ending is that, you know, she doesn't, that she dies. That this is just something that's going to have to happen so that the whole human race could survive and live, because she has that healing thing within her head that makes her immune. So, but Joel's like, no, screw that, screw everybody, because I lost somebody because of everyone, because of the military police, I think that were around at the time, because everybody damaged me. Now I'm going to damage everybody. And not a lot of people are going to understand Joel's perspective, which is why a lot of people were like, "Oh, this game sucks," and that's not cool. I don't like that people were bashing The Last of Us for the ending, because you don't know what your position is unless that something risky has happened to you, where you had the option to actually make a decision. And make it a justified decision because of your past. So I don't mind Joel's decision. I hate that he lied, though, and it seems that Ellie knew. I've yet to play the part 2 of it, so we'll see. I downloaded it, so I can't wait to actually see what's the next part, if they're ever going to address that. Now, there were talks, I think I heard that they are going to come out with a part 2 of The Last of Us. So, you know, I think that's my main argument, because everyone else has a problem with the ending, and I actually found the ending to be like one of the most satisfying, because it's very complex. I don't know. I think a lot of us, we don't like the ending because it doesn't resonate as well. And in life, there are things that just don't resonate well. They don't end on the proper, they don't end on the note that you want them to. I like it when music is like that, a little bit discordant. I like it when music don't give me what I want, give me what I need, give me what will entertain give me something that will entertain my fancy. Let me think about why he chose to end it that way, why he chose to play it that way, why you chose to write the ending for the book that way. Because I don't know, if you look at famous books, like let's look at Fahrenheit 451 with author Ray Bradbury, who died a couple years back. The way the ending of the story goes is that, okay, Guy is now living with a bunch of people who memorize books for the rest of their lives, but society is continually still going on. That's weird. Guy didn't end the society. It's not a whole societal change. It's just him. So how does that leave you? Not everything could be very Deus Ex Machina. I really hate the Deus Ex Machina, because it's always a dream, isn't it? It's always like a fantasy that all of a sudden your ending they give you an ending that you don't want, and it's because of a magical thing. Like Rapunzel, she just so happens to, like, her hair just so happens to get magical powers to save this guy's life again, Eugene's life, and this lady dies. It's weird, and that's what I don't know. I don't like it when you just cater to when you give me something very childish. I'm complex enough. Human life has been unbelievably complex. We all know, like, kids are learning how to use technology that adults never couldn't even fathom in the 70s. And now kids these days are totally entertaining that. Now, things like irony in comedy and sarcasm and satire, that has dominated. Why? Because it's something that developed over time. It's not something childish. It's something that you develop over time and you learn, and yeah. So that's why I like The Last of Us. Now, why I don't like The Last of Us? I didn't like how close the camera followed right behind the characters, because I actually get motion sickness. I can't play games like The Last of Us too much. For some reason, I was able to play Metal Gear Solid no problem, and I think that's because the camera wasn't so close, and the swivel, I'm not good with that. Maybe it's because I'm wearing like these thick framed glasses. Maybe I should get LASIK. Maybe I should monetize my videos and you guys can pay me for that. Nah, not really. So that's why I like The Last of Us. It's my main reason, and I don't want to go into all the other reasons why people hated it, because, well, I liked it, and I see myself buying part 2. Everybody who says they hated it, we'll see how many of them do gameplay videos. So yeah, those people. Let me know what you think about The Last of Us in the comments below. Find me on Facebook, on Twitter, Outlet Podcast, as well as on iTunes and Soundcloud, Stitcher Radio, everything else in the description. Everything. My name's Gazy. I'm the host of the Outlet Podcast. I'm about to go get myself a public sub. Connect and recharge.